Welcome to the listening room, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my collection of one of my very favorite bands of all time. They're one of the most recognized rock bands out there of the 80s, I would say, and that is going to be Journey. So I have not just CDs here, although I have most of their studio discography. I have a few records I'm going to show as well. I'm also going to highlight one other thing before we get started. Steve Perry is one of my favorite lead singers of all time, just singers in general. And his um, solo career, well, I haven't really heard a whole lot of it. I really do enjoy this album, Street Talk. I definitely recommend you check it out, especially the songs Sherry and She's Mine, or Oh Sherry and She's Mine. Tracks 1 and 6 off of this album, but this whole album's great, and he did a great job branching off, at least to do this album. I recommend this one a lot. But I have basically all the studio albums and some compilations that I'm going to go through, but we're going to start with the studio albums. This band has been releasing albums since the 70s. They haven't always had Steve Perry on vocals. All their vocalists have been honestly great, and even the stuff without Steve Perry is still really good, and I recommend you checking it out. I didn't really know that about Journey for a long time, but when I really heard their stuff for the first time, I was actually pretty impressed with how consistent the discography has been from the 70s on. There have been decent gaps in between a lot of these albums, though, so we will see. I'll talk about that from here, but we're going to start with the self titled debut from 1975, Journey. Kind of a strange album cover, but you know, the music is awesome nonetheless. This one ended up being one of my favorites on the ranking, I believe, that I did probably over a year ago on this band. Um, Kotek, Topaz, Mystery Mountain of a Lifetime has really great stuff on here. From top to bottom, this album honestly was really impressive, and um, it didn't take much to really love this album. I really enjoy this one. I will say though, for me, they hit a sophomore slump big time on this next one. Look into the Future. This one wasn't one of my favorites, but I do have it nonetheless. It's not awful by any stretch of the imagination. Wow, that's really hard to see up there. It wasn't awful by any stretch of the imagination. Um, anyway, title track on a Saturday night. It had good stuff, but it was underwhelming in compared to the original. That first album, the debut that came out. But they definitely stepped up the game. They've released these first three albums in 3 years: 1975, 1976, and 77. And that is next. Not say. Oh yeah, it does say it on there. It's in between the O. I was like, do they not say it? Spaceman. Next title track. Karma's great. The closer. They have good openers and closers to basically all of their albums. Neil Schon, definitely a driving force in this band. Greg Raleigh. Good stuff. If I'm gonna double check, I think this lineup. Last album featured Greg Raleigh as the lead singer. But Neil Schon's been in the band, I believe, since the beginning. Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Let me look real quick. I know he's not. Wait. Yeah, because he's been the lead guitarist and he's been amazing. But they did have Steve Perry come in on the next album, and I actually have 2 CD copies of it for some reason. Infinity, which is an absolutely killer record. There he is right there. And I have it also on LP. This is an original copy. Wheel in the Sky is an awesome opener. Something to Hide's great. La Da Da. We'll say Winds of March is one of my favorite Journey songs ever. What a beautiful piece that is. It's awesome. Lights is amazing. And Anytime Closes is Out, which is a great closer. Definitely indicative of what was to come. This band is phenomenal. And then I have, well, it is the logo for this. It doesn't say Evolution on it, but that is the next one. What? 1 year after the last one, they released albums from 1975 all the way to 1981, which is nice. So that's one every single year, at least. Majestic is a great opener. Love and Touch and Squeezing's awesome. City of the Angels, super memorable. Lovin' You's easy. Just the Same Way's fun. Lady Luck. Great stuff on here. This was released in 79. Then 1 year later, Departure. Any Way You Want It is an awesome opener. Walks Like a Lady is a great song. I'm Crying. Line of Fire is super fun. Title track, Good Morning Girls, awesome. Good stuff. Really great stuff on here. I do not have the Dream After Dream album, though. I actually haven't heard it. I didn't include it in my studio catalog because it was a soundtrack to the Japanese, to a Japanese film. Yume no Oto? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I've never seen the movie. Apparently the soundtrack outdid the movie by a good bit. I don't think the movie did very well, but it is what it is. The next up, Escape, 1981. Don't Stop Believin', of course, is awesome. Opener. It's not the best song in the album for me, but I really do like that song. It was in my wedding. Stone in Love. It's really awesome. Who's Crying Now is one of my favorite songs. Still They Ride, Keep On Running. Lay It Down is really underrated. Dead or Alive, Mother Father. Open Arms closes it. Great closer. This album from top to bottom is awesome. Also, awesome album cover. Very memorable. And then we have one of my favorites again. I love all these 80s albums from Journey. No, they didn't release a lot of them. Actually, they did. Well, they did release a decent bit. All the 70s and 80s are awesome, though. Frontiers. Top to bottom. It's awesome. I do have it on record, though, as well. Another original. Still in its original package. It's open for sure, but still got the stuff on the outside. It's funny. Also on cassette. Separate Ways, Worlds Apart. One of my favorite Journey songs that I ever heard. It's also probably the first one I ever heard just about outside of Don't Stop Believin'. Center My Love is my favorite Journey song of all time. It's that good. Absolutely love that song. Very beautiful and memorable. Chain Reaction's heavy. Very great. After the Fall is awesome. Faithfully. Side 1's a little bit stronger than Side 2, but Side 2 has Edge of the Blade. Troubled Child is very memorable and awesome. Really love that track. Back Talk's okay. It's not bad, but not my least favorite on the album. Frontiers is really memorable, the title track. And Rubicon's a great closer. Very impressive. Really like this record. That was released in 83. Then we have an underrated one for me. It's 1986's Raised on Radio. I will not put it in front of my face. It might actually load a little bit. Girl Can't Help It's a great opener. Suzanne, Be Good to Yourself is great. Once You Love Somebody is my favorite on the album. Honestly, it's really up there for probably a top 3 song for me. I'll Be Alright Without You is amazing. The Eyes of a Woman, beautiful. Beautiful tune. It's awesome. Why can't this night go on forever? Great album. But, you know, they've been releasing albums either this was 1986, and they would not release another album for another 10 years. 2 copies of this for some reason is what I have. Trial by Fire. Very long. 1996. Message of Love is awesome. Really love that track. When You Love a Woman's good. Castles Burning. Still She Cries. Title track. It's just really long and has a lot of filler songs to me. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not one of my favorites. And I was like, you know, it's, you know, it is what it is. Not the most successful reunion album. I say reunion. It was 10 years. Not really a great comeback album. But there's been worse. Steve Perry would leave the band. And then we've had, I think, multiple lead singers since. Dean Castronovo was the drummer. He replaced Steve Smith, and Steve Augeri was the lead singer. 2000's Arrival. I did not like this album much when I first heard it. Oh, wait, 2001. Higher Place, All the Way, Signs of Life, World Gone Wild. You know, it's not up there as one of my favorite Journey albums, but it's not bad. I really do enjoy it more as time has gone by. And then this next one was the last one with Steve Augeri. Generations. It's okay. I don't really remember it super well. Faith in the Heartland. That's good. Every Generation. Piece of Your Heart. This one was on Sanctuary Records. It's okay. But it's not as memorable for me. I like the album cover to basically every single one of these albums, though. We'll say the bug on the front, the beetle. It's really neat. You know, I think they've had good album covers. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm having to use the kind of my reference page here because I don't remember all the lead singers that were on here. Armel Pineda, if I'm pronouncing these guys correctly, he was the lead singer on this one, and I believe on the rest of them. Revelation. I really do like this album a lot, though. I will say Pineda sounds very close to Steve Perry in vocal wise. I thought he'd done a great job. So what's interesting, there's 2 discs on here. The first is all original material, and then the second disc has re-recorded hits from the band. Only the Young, Don't Stop Believing, Wheel in the Sky, Faithfully, Any Way You Want It, Who's Crying Now, Separate Ways, Lights, Open Arms, Be Good to Yourself, and Stone in Love. Haven't really heard those. But I will say, the new material, Never Walk Away, Like a Sun Shower, Change for the Better, Wildest Dream is so good. Faith in the Heartland, which I believe is a redo of the one on here. For all these years, The Journey, Revelation. It has really good stuff on it. This is a really memorable album. And don't sleep on Journey just because Steve Perry has always been in the band. They've released great material even without him. But he has my favorite era of stuff, but he definitely doesn't. All the other albums haven't disappointed. So yeah, Arnold Pineda on this one as well. Eclipse. I have not opened this one yet, but I have heard it. Bought this one a long time ago. It's one of my earliest Journey album I bought. 2011, the last was 2008. Be a while before they'd release another one, but City of Hope, Chain of Love, Edge of the Moment, Anything is Possible, She's a Mystery, Venus, good stuff. It's not bad, really awesome album cover. But, you know, it'd be a while before they released another one. It wasn't super successful. This band has had so many rotating lineups, people being dismissed, and there's just been a lot of drama in this band. 15th album, and their most recent one didn't release until 2022, but I was super impressed by it. Freedom. Band probably was like, well, not a lot of super successful albums, why keep releasing studio albums? But they keep releasing albums like this once in a while, that'd be nice. Sooner than 11 years it'd be great, but we're already 4 years past this one. Crazy enough. Together We Run, Don't Give Up on Us, Still Believe in Love, Got the Best of Me, Come Away with Me, Let It Rain, Afterglow, Beautiful as You Are. 15 tracks of awesomeness. Really like this one. This band right there. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I have enjoyed this one for a while. Only 4 years. Next up, we're going to go to the compilations and things like that. We're going to start out with the final record, Greatest Hits. It's apparently hard to find nowadays. At least when I was looking it up, I was like, do I have... But I have this copy. I got this a long time ago, was given this. It's great. But, yeah, got great stuff on it. Very memorable. It's got the classics. I have it on CD. It was my first Journey album to own on CD. And it has When You Love a Woman as the bonus track, which is not on the streaming version, I don't think. Then you have Greatest Hits Live. This is the disc version. And it has everything that I just showed you. But apparently, well, actually, now that I look at this, I don't think this is actually what it is advertised, which is what I thought it was. But I don't think this is the live version. I think that's the Greatest Hits. I think they just put it in a Greatest Hits Live case, which is fine. Funny enough, I don't know. I hadn't listened to it, so that's interesting. Good find. But I do have live stuff here in a minute. But this is honestly amazing to listen to. This is 2 discs of awesomeness. Got such great songs on it. Listened to this to death when I first heard it. This is the Essential Journey. Which has the 2 discs in here. Definitely recommend checking this out. This has Greatest Hits plus added stuff. And then finally, the live Captured. This is live. And this has good stuff on it. Yeah, this has got great stuff on it. Definitely recommend checking this out if you have not. But that is my entire studio discography of the absolutely amazing Journey. Love this band. Check them out if you haven't. Even the non-Steve Perry stuff, please check out. They're really great, and I do appreciate them a lot. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. It means a lot when you all watch the channel. Subscribe, like the video, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.